Hi everyone, so this is just an update on my tank. I said in a previous video I had ick and I had to fish everything out. This is what the tank now looks like. I added a bit of a rock while I was doing the rescape so that we could get a few more arcs and a bit more real estate for the fish, and we picked up a few new corals. So I've left all the crabs and the shrimp inside the tank, and I've moved the fish out to the hospital tank, which I'll show you in a minute. So just an update, the corals are loving it. So my mushrooms opening up, we've actually glued these down in place now as well, so I shouldn't have to move them again. My torch corals opening right up, the green star polyp is. My Sunny D coral, the ACAN, sorry not an ACAN, a zoanthea, has got two little heads budding, so it's almost doubled, nearly tripled in size since I got it. These pallies are doing okay, they're actually spreading to the rock now as well. The lights have only been on a short while, so they're still opening up. The zoanthas, just some standard yellow ones and some tan ones. They're starting to take over. Blue Symposium. Now I haven't glued this one in place, I was trying to find a spot for it. It's a beautiful star polyp. It's like got green tips and a blue centre. My orange ACAN on the front and middle, it's very happy. I got what I believe is a Yuma redactus mushroom. It's got 4 heads, it's not fully split yet, but it looks like it's making its way into a few different individuals. I picked up some Alveopora from Abyss. Fantastic shop if you've ever been, I'd highly recommend it. And the Lobophilia, he's opening up a lot more, puffing up when he wants to. There it's in some nice slow flow with some decent lighting. And this is one of my latest additions, the Rainbow ACAN. It is a beautiful colour. I just switch the blues on only. You can see that orange and red and blue. Picked up a single head trumpet. Hopefully that will grow into a few more. Then I've got this what looks like a lavender ACAN, green centre. It's got about 8 heads on that. Got the 2 main ones, and then all around the edges it's got loads of little ones. Can't really see them from here, just see the little green polyps opening. And coming across to my hammer, that's now glued into place and enjoying some nice flow. Hoping that opens right up because it gets to the sizes of a baseball. I can't remember what these are called, Siphanstria or something like that. Just keeping around the edge where they can get a little bit of light, not too much. And some cloves. Now these are nice, they've got orange tips and a green centre. I can show you. Might be better with a blue light. So you can really see those orange tips glowing. And at the back I've got the mushroom garden, which is really starting to take off now. Since I put it in that low flow area, it's just wedged in there, but it is really loving it. I'm hoping that when they fall off I can spread the trees around the back of the tank so they come up from behind and really stand out and flow in the midst. Sorry about the zooming, it just seems to focus right in when I'm trying to close it. So that's the tank as a whole. I did get a 100-watt LED bulb for the refugium. This thing's huge. Just to show you my fist next to it for size. And it's actually making a difference with the growth of the algae. It's doing a lot for it. That's, I wouldn't say it's doubled in size, but it's had about a 1/3 extra growth. Before it was just a ball. Now you can see all the spurts coming out on the sides. Skimmer's doing well. Ah, pepper. Are we back? If we are, my pistol shrimps just started to come out for a bit of a feed. you see. Just keeps coming out, digging, trying to grab food and disappearing. The fire shrimp is really really confident now there's no fish in the tank, ironically. So that's the tank as a whole. Now the quarantine tank is for in the other room. Let's show you this. So this is where all the fish are. It's 110 litres. You can see my new, what they're calling a dwarf parrot, a dwarf koi parrot. And he's got beautiful colourings on him. Tweety, Iago, Zazu, black ice clowns. These are all being treated with copper in here. Now, I know there's a substrate. I just added a tiny bit for this guy. And also for Tweety because he likes burying himself in the substrate. Look how confident he is. And the waves, just to give it a bit of flow. Sponge filter, that needs a bit of a wring out. And the skimmer, I think I need to take that out, to be honest, I'm not sure. I'm going to look it up if anyone can suggest anything. And then the rock, it's not live rock, it's just ocean rock. Ah, there's Rango, the algae blenny. I put some lights in, originally I didn't have any. But I put a Aquatics purple and a blue 50/50. Purely because with Rango in here, I want there to be some form of algae, if possible, for him to eat on. He doesn't like eating the flakes, so it just gives him a little something to actually munch down on. And then over here we have the anemone tank, which is hopefully going to get bigger. Did get some new additions for it. If I just turn the light on, it's just an LED. Two at the top that are doing well. I've got two baby clowns. I'm going with the anemones, the bubble tips. Hopefully they'll be hosted in the anemones soon. They do go near them, I just don't think they know what to do. Whereas previous clowns I've had have just stayed in a corner, whereas these are all over. So I still have, he's hiding in a little cave there. A Bangai Cardinal. And another new addition, an anemone crab or a porcelain crab. And they're all doing really well. That power head is way too big for the tank, but it's the only one I have since I had to chuck everything around. This was my original quarantine tank, but then because I got it in the other tank, I had to move the anemones and everything into this tank from this one where that power head was okay, and it just left me with using what I had available. So as you can see in the front of here, my tests are all over the place, ready to be used.